Hello, my dear brothers and sisters. Um, as you know, there is a very difficult situation around the world with this virus, the coronavirus, that is affecting mostly of the countries in the world. Here in Costa Rica, we have a lot of problems. There is confirmed 117 infected today and 2 deaths. So the churches are closed. There is a kind of curfew in the streets. Nobody can go out. We are celebrating the Eucharist alone and using all the means in the internet, the WhatsApp, to spread the message of the Sunday or daily message about the gospel, to encourage the people, to give a word that can, in the midst of all the disaster, in the midst of all this chaos, can give a little hope to everyone. So in that way, I would like also is a way to be close with my brothers and sisters there in India, any part of the world who does speak English, and that is the main thing that I want to do today, to share a little about the gospel, about the word of the day of this Sunday. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. As Jesus passed by, he saw a man blind from birth. He spat on the ground and made clay with the saliva, and smeared the clay on his eyes, and said to him, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam," which means sent. So he went and washed and came back able to see. His neighbors and those who had seen him earlier as a beggar said, "Is not this the one who used to sit and beg?" Some said, "It is." But others said, "No, he just looks like him." He said, "I am." They brought the one who was once blind to the Pharisees. Now Jesus had made clay and opened his eyes on a Sabbath. So then the Pharisees also asked him how he was able to see. He said to them, "He put clay on my eyes, and I washed, and now I can see." So some of the Pharisees said, "This man is not from God, because he does not keep the Sabbath." But others said, "How can a sinful man do such things?" And there was a division among them. So they said to the blind man again, "What do you have to say about him, since he opened your eyes?" He said, "He is a prophet." They answered and said to him, "You were born totally in sin, and are you trying to teach us?" Then they threw him out. When Jesus heard that they had thrown him out, he found him and said, "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" He answered and said, "Who is he, sir, that I may believe in him?" Jesus said to him, "You have seen him, and the one who is speaking with you is he." He said, "I do believe, Lord," and he worshipped him. Well, the gospel of the Lord. Well, brothers and sisters, we have a lovely word in this Sunday. This is the fourth week of Lent. Is joy. It's joy. How much are we today with joy in our hearts? Or are we tense with a lot of worries, with a lot of fear? At least here in the Western, we are with a lot of fear. All the hotels, all the companies, restaurants, bars, schools, everything is closed. It's a difficult situation for the economy. And that is the only thing that is now in our heart. How is a precariousness? What is going to happen? But today the word of the Lord comes with hope. We cannot lose hope. The other day I spoke with my catechist, with Sisi, and she was telling me the difference between to be optimistic and to have hope. Hope for the Christians And that is what we need now, to hold on Christ. This gospel of today speak about the light. And even the first reading, the call that God made to David, making him as a pastor of Israel, as a king of Israel, is a selection. And the psalm that is the Lord is my shepherd. That is true, brothers and sisters. The Lord is our shepherd. We have to trust in him. We need to trust in him. Last week we proclaimed the gospel about the Samaritan woman. Is water. Today is light. Next Sunday is resurrection. The three pillars of our baptism. We need to keep it. Keep in prayer, almsgiving, fasting, asking Lord, what is God showing us with this? A small bacteria, small virus is conquering the world. We are not God anymore, and we think we are. Today, let's be like this blind man. His healing was deep. It's not a physical healing, but he was healed in his heart. He could recognize God. He could recognize Jesus Christ as the Messiah, as a prophet. Let also in our life recognize Jesus Christ. How is your situation at home? Maybe you are also inside your house with many children, all screaming. There is not a school, seeing your husband every day, seeing your wife every day. What is going on in your mind, in your heart? God wants to teach us something. This situation for sure is bringing out our own self. Who is Robert? Who is each one of us? What is in our heart? Maybe God is a providential virus who is teaching us many things. To love the other, to love our enemy, to love the one who is next to me. Take advantage of this chance. Take advantage of this opportunity that God is giving to you to reconcile with yourself, to reconcile with your husband, to reconcile with your wife, with your children, with your parents. It's a chance, a good opportunity. Let us be enlightened by this word. Let us see the love of God in our life in the midst of this sickness, in the midst of this virus, in the midst of this situation, crisis, chaos. Who is the one who can put order in the midst of this chaos? Only God, brothers and sisters. Let us trust in him. Put our completely trust in him. Abandon ourselves in his arms, like he did on the cross with his Father. Well, brothers and sisters, I hope you obey also the orders that the government is giving. At least here is not to come out of the house. Don't come out unless it's strictly necessary. Obey. Wash your hands. Keep safe. Keep praying, and trusting God. I will try to do these videos, to do this message as long as I can. I hope you be able to open the channel in YouTube, to subscribe here in that address if you want to carry on with the message. See you, brothers and sisters. We keep praying for one another. Make all the prayers, the Lauds, the Rosary, the Vespers. God is with us. He is our pastor. He is our shepherd. He never will abandon us. Have a good Sunday.